It's Bob Yoho again. I came back to you this week. I missed my Monday update that I generally try to make, and I felt a little bit bad about it. I thought, well, I'll just skip this week, and then I decided, well, I kind of made a commitment, and I kind of try to keep those. So I thought I should get you something this week, and I didn't like the fact I didn't have an update for you on Monday. It's been kind of a crazy weekend, pretty much a normal weekend for me. I was working my 4 midnights this weekend, which doesn't leave you feeling like you're human, let alone feeling like you want to really try to get something recorded, and it just doesn't work out too well. So I thought I'd get on it today. Like a lot of you, my wife has been watching this Johnny Depp trial, this defamation trial that he's having right now. I haven't been paying that much attention to it. I'm sometimes in the room while she's watching it, and I've seen little bits and pieces of it, and I've observed it. I think there, and I've noticed online that there seems to be a lot of women and other people following it. I think in many cases the women are maybe find Mr. Depp attractive, is what I'm guessing some of it is going on. But I also think this trial, in some ways, has become our generation's O.J. trial. And now the O.J. Simpson trial was higher stakes. It involved life and death, and involved death of a young man and a young woman at the hands of a murder. And I believe O.J. did it. I'll just say it, but that's neither here nor there right now. But that trial drew a lot of attention way back then in the 90s. In the same way this trial has drawn a lot of attention, it kind of goes back to the Sam Shepard murder case that occurred when my late parents, when during their youth. So it seems like every generation has its trial that seems to go on record, that everybody seems to follow and notice. And apparently this Johnny Depp trial was ours. But thinking about Johnny Depp, I was reminded, being that I tend to love all things Western, I was reminded of a film that we watched a few years ago Johnny Depp was in, called The Lone Ranger. Now, many of you didn't like it. It was panned by the critics. A lot of people say it was a lousy film. I don't share that opinion. I watched Lone Ranger. I took my wife, and my oldest son went with us, and I think we all watched that at the movie theater. And what it reminded me of was the Mel Gibson's version of Maverick, in that he took the old story from the television series and had a little fun with it. And actually, that's kind of how I saw the whole Johnny Depp Lone Ranger series. I didn't much care for Armie Hammer that was playing the Lone Ranger, but I thought it was pretty well played. And I just thought it for a couple hours, it's pretty rousing, good entertainment. I just thought it was a good film. I didn't think it, too many people act like the Legend of Lone Ranger. You can't profane it by joking about it a little bit, but I think it's humorous. I enjoy it. And I greatly enjoyed this film, and I thought Johnny Depp was pretty darn good in it. And unlike a lot of people, I enjoyed it, and for whatever reason, it hasn't been on anywhere, but I would watch it again. I would sit down in a moment and watch it. The fact is, in preparation for this video, I actually watched a couple videos on YouTube that related to the making of that film, but I thought it was just good, decent, funny entertainment, and it was particularly violent in some areas, but I really thought it was just a pretty good Western, and I enjoyed it, and to me I thought pretty rousing action scenes. I thought the music score of the William Tell Overture played around the shooting of bullets and the action sequences taking place on the screen, I thought was just, honestly, I thought was masterful, and I just enjoyed it. And for those of you who didn't, I think you need to take another look at it. And forget what the Hollywood critics say. They're boneheads anyway. They don't know a good film when they see one. And just take this one from me. Lone Ranger's worth your time. Johnny Depp trial, And that may not be, but there's been some humorous moments where I've been sitting in the room while my wife was watching it. And so you're welcome to look at that as well. But anyway, I wanted to get something out to you this week, not to waste your time, and also meet my commitment that I'd be here every week. But I wanted to talk about that briefly, and if you hear anything, you want to hear more of these videos, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye now.